Hello, fellow fantasy gamers, and welcome back to my channel. Round 3 in Serie A is over, and we are ready to review it. The Italian top flight didn't disappoint and delivered one more week of very interesting results, and again there were some surprises. I will go through the results, the dream team, our private league and my team, in the next several minutes, so strap on and get ready. Before we start, I would like to ask you to share this video with your friends, so my channel can grow. I want to thank all the subscribers and everybody that has joined the private league in particular, because without you, this wouldn't be possible. Let's observe the results now, and note the important things in each game. Starting off in Friday this time, we saw the return of Domenico Berardi. And what a return he did. He scored 2 goals, one from open play, and then, he earned a penalty, which he converted for the 3-1 victory against Verona. Laurienti did well too, making an assist and scoring 8 points. Next was the first big derby for the season, Roma vs Milan. As I have expected, Milan continued their good form and won this game, while Mourinho's side will have to wait for their first victory this year. What I have to note in this match, considering the fantasy game, is the goal of Leo, another penalty for Giroud, the assist of Calabria, and the goal from Roma's defender, Spinazzola. In Saturday, the earlier games were Bologna vs Cagliari and Udinese vs Frosinone. In the first one, we saw well-playing hosts coming back in the result and taking the 3 vital points. Bologna's defender, Victor Christensen, scored 12 points in his first game this year, and Xerxes did good as well, scoring one of the goals. While in the other game we witnessed the inability of Udinese to convert their opportunities. And by that both teams' defenders and keepers scored very good points. These matches were just the warm-up before another big game in the eve. Napoli hosted Lazio at the Maradona Stadium. But before that, let's talk about Atalanta vs Monza, which ended in convincing 3-0 victory for the hosts. Scamacca scored 2 goals and showed that he can cover the absence of Zapata. The defenders scored good points by collecting both clean sheets in the game. Monza just didn't have the answers to the attacking prowess of the goddess. In the other match, Napoli couldn't solve the Lazio puzzle and lost at home. This time nobody from Napoli scored any good points, except of Zielinski, who got 11. In the team of Lazio we saw a revival, and they gave us hope that after the international break, things will be different. Felipe Anderson scored 13 points, after he assisted for both of the goals. Zaccagni was in the focus of the cameras, after costing another 2 goals for the Eagles, because of offsides. The Sunday was opened by 4-0 trashing of Inter over Fiorentina, and a late drama victory of Torino against Genoa. One more very good match for Inter, with both strikers scoring 31 points combined. This is the 3rd game in a row that they don't concede goals, and they look even more dangerous. All of Inter players scored good points, but they face Milan in the next round, and that is a very important game for both teams. The Serbian connection in Torino's team gave them important 3 points in the game against Genoa, while the defenders kept both clean sheets. The last 2 games saw another 2 teams who kept clean sheets. Lecce won against Salernitana with 2-0 and got vital 3 points against direct competitor. At the Carlo Costelloni Stadium, Empoli lost to Juventus with the same result. I have to note that Danilo scored 17 points in this game, just like Di Lorenzo last week, while Chiesa's goal showed us the spirit of Juventus. Fight till the end. And now let's look at the dream team for round 3. Both Inter strikers are here, Berardi, who scored 2 goals, and Felipe Anderson with 2 assists. Ederson and Zielinski scored goals, while Christensen earned a penalty and made an assist, too. In the defense we see Gatti, Danilo, Gendry and Turati, who kept clean sheets for both halves. 153 points for these 11 players. Moving on to the table in our private league, we see new leader. That is the newcomer Eldar, from Israel. While the leader from last week, John Bonino, dropped to 10th position. G-Boy's team, Juri Hightam, scored 108 points, making the jump from 11th to 2nd position. Outside of the top 10, we have to acknowledge the 108 points of Flora's team, but this couldn't help her rise higher in the rankings. Maurizio's and Mohamed's teams did bad this week, and they scored the lowest points for round 3 in our league, 52. And now that is how the Eldar's team performed this round. I must say that he used his wildcard joker, but this didn't help him in this round specifically. He chose Vlahovic for captain, which played him very bad. Missing a penalty deleted the points from participation for the Juventus striker. Leo, Vonia, and Danilo brought him most of the points. He needs more luck for the next round if he wants to stay on the top of our league. On the other hand, G-Boy's team did almost perfectly. Only Osimhen didn't score or made an assist, and Montipo brought only 2 points. In the end, choosing Osimhen as a captain didn't work this round. The same can be applied for Adrian's team. If only he has switched the captain and the vice-captain, things would have been different. But still he kept his place near the top. Khalil's team scored 87 points, and he chose Leo for captain instead of Osimhen. This is the third team that has Montipo at the goal, and I advise everybody to check both goalkeeper positions. My team comes in 5th place this time, and 4th by points in our league for this round. I made good transfers buying Xerxes and Samadzik, who scored 14 points, against the 3 of Zakani and Kokoran. Next comes the team of Mazen, who scored the most points this week, 112. He chose Martinez as a captain and won 30 points. I believe he has good squad and may be leader after round 4. In the team of Chimaubi, Osimhen and Vlahovic scored 6 points combined, and that doomed him to collect just 86 for this round. Next comes Boicarno. He made 2 extra transfers and that cost him 10 points from his total, ending up with 89. Biraghi, Bonaventura and Weah scored just 3 points for him. Saif chose Tarati over Provedel and that proved to be successful for him, but he chose bad captain who brought him only 3 extra points. Last round's leader, John Bonino, comes in 10th. And it was a team effort to drag him down that far. He has a good squad and I believe he will come back with more points next round. One more new team in our league ended up at the 11th place after 3 rounds. Ask used his wildcard joker too. And again that didn't help him in any way, collecting just 66 points. The blue team of Frederick did very well this round. He succeeded with his tactics for keepers, but was let down by his strikers. And now comes Flora's team. As I said minutes ago, she did very well. She is the only one that chose Danilo for captain and has Thuram in her team. Those 2 players alone brought her 50 points. Asim must be sorry for not putting Rogeri in the starting 11 and choosing the wrong striker for captain. Haji's team underperformed this round with only 65 points. He needs to change something before the end of the international break. Mohamed's team didn't live up to its name. He has good players in his squad, but there are better. Nika has few really expensive players who underperformed this round. But in the long term they may justify their price. Maybe selling Belotti and Piccoli and bringing one top striker may prove effective. Barga's team scored only 54 points, although he used his wildcard joker. That is the third team for this round only that has used the joker, and it didn't work for either one of them. I believe this squad can score more points in the coming rounds. Nicola is depending, maybe too much, to the highly priced midfielders, which brings the other areas down. I would never use Pinamonti and Pellegrini in attack, when I can have at least Osimhen, if not 2 or 3 not that expensive strikers. Just like Safwan, who comes next. He has a very good squad, with venomous strikers, assisting midfield, and impervious defense. Maybe the weakest link in his squad is the goalkeeper. Suya has good team as well, and made the right choice for captain. In my opinion you can sell Kvitcher and upgrade the defense and the midfield. But this team did well in round 3. In Maurizio we trust was a slogan waved by the fans in the beginning of the season, but by now his club isn't performing at all. Just like Roma. I don't know why. He has a very good squad, and I hope he get more points in the future. Another good squad is Ishola's. After the missed first round, the 90+ points in the second, now he gained just 49. I would change Weah and maybe Belotti or Gonzalez in order to improve for good. On the last step is sitting Salim's team. He have only one active striker and is depending more on the defenders and midfielders, which should bring him a lot of points, and so they did. Maybe in the next few rounds he can move north in the rankings. In the end, I would love to see you like and share these videos. Feel free to drop in the comment section and start the conversation. Take care and God bless.